some rain pants, a couple pairs actually. And
If you were hiking on Mount Washington,
the NOAA radio,
what would you pack?
extra sneakers, socks.
A hiker's pack can be crucial in a place notorious for changing and extreme conditions.
We have such extreme weather that we can see any given time of the year. We have recorded 231-mile-per-hour winds on the summit of Mount Washington. We've recorded temperatures as low as negative 42 degrees Fahrenheit. It's just a really unique location.
For one man, what he packed for a day hike became a story of incredible coincidence.
I think it doesn't seem believable, except that it did actually happen.
And a footnote to a near-death experience.
I didn't think I was going to make it out. I thought I was going to die at that point.
Ever since Chris Trottier was a kid, he loved to hike. Mount Washington was no exception.
I've climbed that so many times I can't count how many times I've been up there, different routes and stuff. I actually did Tuckerman's Ravine when I was 16 years old. I hiked it barefoot.
You hiked it barefoot? Why?
Just to try.
It was back in September of 2014, Chris Trottier returned here to hike with his sons.
We started out fairly early, I'm guessing around 7 or 8 in the morning, and hiked up the Jewel Trail, and it's real busy.
Normally an easy hike for Chris, but he was tired after a long work week.
Coming down, I started to feel exhaustion kicking in, and I was really straggling back at that point.
Eventually, the three men made it to the parking area. Thinking their dad was okay, his sons, in a separate car, went home. But before he drove away, Chris made a fateful decision.
I was so exhausted at that point. Once I stopped moving, it kind of hit me like a wall, and I actually started to hallucinate. And I thought I had my dog with me, so I went back up the trail looking for the dog. There
was no dog, but he continued up the trail, this time by himself.
And the sun went down, and I blacked out at that point.
In the pitch black, Chris lost his backpack filled with supplies and stood shivering in the cold rain, lost and desperate.
Just calling for help, and it was pretty hopeless at that point. And I didn't know I thought I was gonna die.
By now, help was called, and after several hours in frigid conditions, rescue teams found Chris in the woods and guided him to safety.
I was lucky. If it wasn't for those guys finding me, I probably wouldn't be standing here right
now. But it turns out the story of that night wasn't over yet.
I just like nature, like getting away. I like not having my cell phone. I like having nothing else to do besides just walk and have conversations with friends.
Friends Mindy Olson and Beth Lynn Howard love to hike together, which brought them to the Jewel Trail in late August 2019.
We were getting to the part of our day where we were on our way down. We were about 1.25 miles from the end.
Right around the same place Chris Trottier was rescued years earlier.
We were coming down a Mount Washington trail on the Jewel Trail, and then nature called, and so I had to go off trail maybe like 50 feet. And I look down and I see what it looks like a backpack that is covered in moss. And I wondered, how did it get there? Did someone get lost? Is there a medical emergency? Is somebody maybe died out here?
So I opened the pack up, and I found the name, and when I saw the date, I was like, Mindy, it's been 5 years. This is from 5 years ago.
We decided to just take it out. So we picked it up on a stick and carried it out to the trail.
Just minutes later, they encountered hiker Mike McLaughlin, who was hiking with his niece and brother that day.
Then we came across these two people, and we explained to them we found this pack. And the guy that we saw, he was more excited than we were, and he said that he actually knew the name of the person whose pack that belonged to. And we thought that was very strange.
Pure coincidence. Mike was from the same Massachusetts town as Chris Trottier.
He proceeded to tell us this whole story of he knew the guy, he knew what happened, and one of the first things he said is, "It's okay, the guy was rescued, he's alive."
We're like, wait a second, so you're telling us that you're from the same town that this guy who owns this pack is from? And he's like, yes, I am, and I'd be happy to take it for you.
Mike tracked down Chris Trottier, who was shocked to see his bag again. His belongings were in rough shape, but the emergency radio still worked.
I gave that to him. I kept the Bowie knife that I had in the backpack. I kept that, and everything else, basically sneakers, all that. Where it looked great till I, started playing with it. It just kind of crumbled.
Chris was able to get in touch and thank everyone involved, which led to one more coincidence. The same day Mindy and Beth Lynn found that bag, Chris Trottier happened to be there too, hiking near the same Jewel Trail where he was rescued 5 years before.
Yes, that was kind of strange. I was like, I can't believe it. I was right there. I mean, they could have walked into me coming out of the woods.
You were meant to find that bag. You were meant to see it.
Who knew? I don't know why no one saw it for 5 years. It had been in there for 5 years. 5 years of people passing on one of the most traveled trails on Mount Washington.
But it was